We are learning more about the 15-year-old Meigs County teenager accused of shooting and killing her father.
WBIR requested the court unseal public records in this case. We turn to 10 News reporter Lauren Davis from our newsroom to explain what happened today. Lauren?
John Robin, Evalett High is accused of shooting and killing her dad, Richard, in June while he slept. And while the 15-year-old is a minor, 10 News is reporting her name because under state law, she's accused of committing a serious violent crime. According to records, the Meigs County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call early June 10th from Evalett. She told authorities she'd shot her father in their Gunstalker Road home. Records state he'd taken away her phone and was trying to prevent her from seeing her boyfriend. She told investigators in the middle of the night she woke up angry, loaded her gun, debated for around 20 minutes, and then went into the living room and shot her father once in the head as he slept. WBIR sued for access to the juvenile court records. Under state law, petitions and court orders involving a child age 14 and older are public if the teen is accused of first-degree murder or other violent crimes. The records have now been made public. At 6, we'll take a look inside her first court hearing. John, Robin.
We will see you then, Lauren. Thank you.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises due to the Most High. And here is yet another story of a man's enemies being those of his own household, where this 15-year-old girl, Evalett High, shot her father while he slept because he had taken away her phone and he wanted to prevent her from seeing her boyfriend. Now, if you guys notice on that clip of the house, you will see this. And what sticks out to you, same as sticks out to me, is that Confederate flag in the window, as well as that Confederate flag trunk box. And first thing came to mind is if her father didn't want her to see her boyfriend, I just automatically assume that her boyfriend may have been black, which still could be true. However, this happened in Meigs County, Tennessee, which has a population of 92% white and 1% black. So there's a very slim chance that the one black kid in the county, she may have been feeling. Now, because she was 14 or 15 at the time, they're saying they're not going to show you her photos, but I'm going to show you her photos because I pulled it up on Facebook and it's on Google. So you can look that up yourself. And also, I'm going to show you a picture of her father. Now, this is the father right here, Richard High. That is the father, and you're going to see some more pictures of him. I'm also going to play another video of how they are trying to black out this situation. They're trying to black out this trial because of the severity of the incident. However, as the reporter said, court records are normally sealed when juveniles commit crimes, unless they are crimes of this magnitude, which she has been charged with first-degree murder. And I want to play another video how they are still trying to get records and information regarding this. But you heard the news reporters say that, you know, this girl loaded up her gun. And we talked about this before. Loaded up her gun, meaning she's 15 years old with a gun. And she contemplated for a minute. She went and checked on her little brother and then decided to go and blow her father's brains out. And that speaks to a deeper message of the culture of many of these white people in these little backwood hick towns, that gun culture. They teach their guns how they teach their children how to shoot, teach their daughters, their sons at a young age, give them guns. Guns are nothing but a weapon of destruction. People can say they're for protection, they're for hunting, they're for collecting. Gun clubs, no. The gun throughout history has been used as a tool to murder, rob, steal, intimidate, pillage, pilfer, and all of those other things. So when you allow those things into your atmosphere, those things will eventually come back to haunt you in the long run. So this girl loaded her gun verbatim and went and shot her father while he sat asleep, then called 911. Now, of course, they're going on with the mental health evaluation, which you're going to hear in this next video. Now, keep in mind, this video is fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Just watch.
New this morning, an East Tennessee teen charged with killing her father is set to appear in court. 15-year-old Evalett is accused of shooting her father back in June. A judge originally ordered the case and hearings to be closed because of the severity of the case. WBIR sued to make the records public.
Aaron Velasquez joins us live outside the Meigs County Courthouse with more on what we learned after getting access to those documents. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Abby, Heather. We know that Evalett High is charged with first-degree murder. According to court documents, High was angry because her father had taken her phone away and that she says that he was trying to keep her away from her boyfriend. The documents show some of the timeline around the shooting. Authorities say that Evalett High called 911 after the shots were fired. Meigs County deputies responded to the home on Gunstalker Road near the Georgetown community. They found the father dead in his bed. According to court records, when investigators interviewed the 15-year-old, that's when she told them about her dad taking her phone. She told authorities she loaded her gun, checked on her younger brother, and then sat in her room debating her decision for about 20 minutes. Investigators say she told them it was after this that she walked into the living room where her father, Richard High, regularly slept. She then said that she shot him in the head. The judge ordered for the girl to undergo mental health testing. We are still waiting to see if the judge will decide that High will be tried either in the juvenile court system, which she's currently in, or be moved to the adult court system. We do expect High to make a court appearance this morning. We'll, of course, keep you updated both on air and online as this case continues to unfold.
Okay, so there you hear a little bit more of it. They're once again saying the judge closed it because of the severity of the case, but I think that they're closing it once again to protect the sanctity of whiteness. And you hear them talk about the mental health aspect. They're evaluating her to see if she's competent to stand trial. They're also debating whether they're going to charge her as a child or as an adult. And they went over some laws saying, well, there are certain cases that we can charge her for both and impose a juvenile sentence and an adult sentence. So we're going to see how this plays out. But I want you guys to take a look at some of these pictures of the 15-year-old girl. And once again, these things are on Facebook. And if you pull up Evalett High, this is what you are going to see. There you see her on this page. This is March the 1st. And we're going to go through some pictures because one of these pictures are going to be very relevant. Now you see her right there, Evalett High, March 1st, February the 17th. There you go. You see that right there? And for everyone who says this may not be her, look at that Confederate flag in the background. You see that Confederate flag in the background? Now let's take a look at this Confederate flag right in the window. And if you zoom in on it, it says hate, not hatred. And if you can see that flag as well, it says hate on the end. So that is definitely the house, the same house. And this is her with her father. They look like the picture perfect couple. And there's a lot more photos of her, with her father. So they're saying also that the mother is locked up out of state. And so it evidently was just her and her little brothers with him. But, I still do not discount the fact that, her boyfriend may have possibly been black. Because why else would, this guy not want his daughter to see her boyfriend? Now, once again, you can beat me up in the comments all you want. That has been a source of struggle within white supremacist and racist homes when their children don't have the same ideology as their parents. I've met plenty of women in my time who confessed that their parents didn't like black men, and but they loved themselves some black men. I really got to tell a story about that one day, and I hope y'all don't beat me up too much about it. But This is the case that has received little or no national attention. Once again, this is in Meigs County, Tennessee. We all know the racial, historical, and even the current racism that is displayed in Tennessee. So once again, we can't discount, even if it's not a black child, the history of racism, the history of evil, the history of hatred, the fact that you have to put heritage, not hate, on a Confederate flag lets you know that it was once used, flown as a symbol of hate. Everyone who flew that Confederate flag fought in the war in defense of keeping black people enslaved. And so you can put lipstick on a pig as much as you want. If you put it in a frying pan, it's still going to be bacon. So, unfortunately for, this man, maybe his ideology caused, his daughter to act in a certain way. But we're definitely going to keep an eye on this case. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. If you like this channel and want to continue to see it grow, please hit that subscribe button so that the channel can receive more exposure and put out into the internet space more frequently and with much more regularity. But also thank you for watching this particular video, commenting, liking, sharing, and also subscribing. And as always, peace and blessings.
The scripture says all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long.